What is good, my fellow traders? If you are new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Just if you are an old subscriber to this channel, welcome. And if you're new, please leave a like and subscribe. If you're an old subscriber, do the exact same thing. Guys, I'm also gonna take in your comments what you leave down below, and I'm actually having a problem of trying to activate my comments. I don't really know how to do it. So, if you guys know, hit me up um, on the Telegram group chats down below in the link in the description. So just tell me how to turn on the comments if they're not on. But if they're on, just leave a comment and tell me if you enjoyed it and what videos I can do next and so forth and so forth. Okay, guys, so let's get into the weekly analysis. I use a 50 moving average and a 20 moving average. 20 moving average is off for now. I basically just use a 20 moving average for when I'm scalping. But yeah, let's begin. So I'm currently bullish on the pound, definitely bullish. Price is making a third touch of this trend line here, so I'm not eager to enter now as we have divergence here, and price kind of broke the divergence now with this huge swing on the RSI. So we'll see what happens at this level. If we can see a clear rejection here, I'll just wait for price to come back up here before I start looking for buys. But I'm currently bullish, so I'll just wait for price to come back up here before I start looking for buys and then aiming for, I don't know, daily highs, which you'll probably have to the left. Yeah, so I'll probably aim for this level here. So we'll see if price can break through this resistance because we have a strong daily resistance zone here and prices might fly to the downside. Okay. Um, we are trading above the 50 moving average, so we'll see what happens. And then we have GBP USD. Price broke out of this up moving trend line, and currently I will be selling GBP USD. I don't know if you just heard the sound. Yeah, I just put in a sell, but I put in a low risk sell, a low risk sell. But if you get your FIB levels from this zone to this zone, it might have FIB retracement. So we can expect a push to the upsides from here. But then again, price didn't really react with this trend line at the zone here. It just flew past. So it might just be retesting on the 5 and 15 minute and then it melt on the downside. But this is also a FIB retracement. This is the 50 level here. So we'll see what happens, but I am bullish on the pound again. So I'll wait for a break past this. This was part of a ascending channel this year. We had this ascending channel coming through here, I think, and then coming through here. So, but that just broke clean through. So, I'll just wait for pound to come back up here, and then for a retest before I start looking for buys, and then aiming for these daily highs above, here above. Okay. So, if price comes back to these two levels here, I'll start looking for buys. If we go to GBP CAD, I'm not really trading this to be honest. We have this kind of downwards channel we have going on here. I'll just wait for price maybe to come back to one of these levels here. Like it hasn't really reacted with this, and it might react with this level here, which is support, or here or here. But GBCAT, I'm not really touching at this moment. I don't really care for it too much as the space just, I don't know, it's not reacting cleanly with support. So if I don't, if price is not reacting in a clean way, if I can tell you, if I can start it like that, then I don't really look at it. And I'll show you an example quickly. If we go to, where was this trade? Yeah, I took a little scalp on Bitcoin this morning. um I think it just almost hit take profit. So as you can see, this was a clear support level. Price react. This was a very clear level. Yeah. So what I did is, and what I expected was, is I drew my Fibonacci levels here, and you can clearly see this is resistance that came support. So price came within the Fibonacci levels and the support, and I took my take profit to this 1.618 extension. So we'll see if that it's take profit, which it probably will. Like it looks to have good bullish momentum. Okay, guys. So this is more my setups, not something like uh a GPB cat. And yes, I trade other uh, markets as well, like indices and commodities and currency pairs as well. So let's go to GBP AUD. Uh, Again, exact same thing as GBP cat. I'm not really looking at this right now. This is just too messy for me. I don't know where it's gonna bounce. Maybe at this level here, or it's gonna come down to this level right here, which is this little support we have. As you can see, it tested here with this week, and so it hasn't been tested here. So maybe it bounces from there. I had this level last week, and then GBP news came after, and then from payrolls came out, and it just flew to the upside. For some reason. Okay, let's go to GBP NZD. Exact same thing as the other two pairs. I'm not really looking at this right now. GBP CHF. Now this is something I'm looking at. This is a more clear one, like the Bitcoin trade you just saw. Like if you take your Fibonacci retracements, you come back to this zone, you can see the support zone lies within the Fibonacci retracement. So this is a perfect setup for me. You can see it respected the support here, and it's basically just steps. If you think of steps in a building, it's just steps. Price makes these steps, and if you can find a setup that makes these clear steps like this, then it's perfect. If you find something like this, enter it. I'll promise you it will work out. So I'll be waiting for this. This, as you can see, it's marked red, so this is one of the plays I'm waiting for. Yeah, to play out. The euro yen, as we can see, we have divergence. Your price is moving up here, but it's moving down on the RSI. So I'm expecting price to come back to this level here. So like this level here or this level here. And I'm expecting price then to break out of this range. Because the euro has been moving downwards for a while now, and I'm expecting it to pick up some bullish momentum. The euro yen has been in this kind of wedge pattern here, and we're going up for a third touch. But we have the 50 moving average coming up here with support, and then we have, let's see if we have a further retracement here quickly. Yeah, we have a further retracement here as well. So we have a total of 3 confluences, and I'll see if I can enter this if it works out. But it's a third touch of a trend line above. So we'll see if the euro has enough momentum. Also, guys, remember when you're trading Forex pairs, fundamentals is also a very big thing. Same as cryptocurrencies and indices. What I use for my news events is my FX book, which is a very great website. As you can see, I only mark uh, the major pairs and then high impact and medium impact, because low impact and non-impact doesn't really have to affect on a market at all. So, you can see the news this week. We have a lot of USD news kind of this week. Not really something great like initial jobless claims. That doesn't really affect the market that much. Uh, this might, yeah, the gross domestic product of the pound might affect the market really on Friday, but that's Friday, so we'll see. I'll only take short-term trades then on the pound and then pull them before Friday, but really not a lot of major news coming out this week. We have, except for the New Zealand dollar, which I'm currently in a NZD JPY buy, so we'll see what happens with the pair on Wednesday. But I'll probably, if NCT makes enough of a push, I'll probably move that to break even. I'll show you the trade just now. So yeah, I'll just wait for the euro JPY to come back and then look for buy at this zone here. Then we have euro USD. I'll just mark that as red. Then we have euro USD, which I'm not really looking at. I was looking for a sell here at this level here. We have resistance, the 50 moving average, and we have a fib retracement here, but this is a third touch of a very huge daily trend line, so price just might as well come back for support here and just fly to the upside. So I'll just wait for a clean break past these trend lines and these resistance levels before I start looking for buys. and then I'll start looking for sales once price moves past this. Uh, Once it moves past this support here and this daily trend line, then I'll start looking for sales. And then Euro GBP again. I'm waiting for a sell here. As you can see, this is resistance in a favorite retracement zone. So we'll see if this works out. We also have trend lines here, so we'll see if this works out. Because the pound is stronger than the euro at this moment. So yeah, we'll see if price can make a bearish engulfing before I enter here. Okay, so let's go to EuroCAD. So this is a trade I actually explained in my previous analysis video. I think, or I explained it in a video on the group. This trade I actually took off the profit here. I still have a bit of running, which is at break even at this moment. I pulled the trade on the group because the euro was doing sketchy shit with the non-farm payrolls coming out in the pound as well. So you're not really looking for any sells or buys at this moment. We'll look for buys once it breaks past these trend lines and this resistance here. And we'll start looking for we'll look for buys, and then we'll look for sells once it breaks past this this support here, as you can see here. Okay, so now we go to the Euro Swiss. Yeah, I was looking for a buy at this zone here, but while I was asleep, price just came to this zone, just bounced to the upside. So now I'll be waiting for another push to this level if it can do that, and then I'll probably look for a buy. But I'm not really looking that into it right now, so I'll just move on to other pairs, more opportunities. And this is a pair. This is a trade I took on Euro AUD a while back. I think it was on Thursday, Friday. Yeah, it was on Friday. So yeah, it was on Thursday, Friday, I don't know. Yeah, this trade's also at break even. It just might hit my break even stop loss there. But yeah, as you can see, price was moving in this downwards direction, and uh, we rejected this level here multiple times, and I just entered on the second, on the third rejection, and just went short. We might be touching this trend line for third touch with this 50 moving average, so we might just see another break to the downside. Okay. Then we have Euro NZD, which I didn't enter. Just this was just a concept. So I could just remove that. So we'll see what happens here. I don't know. I'll just wait for price to break past this trend line and this trend line before I start looking for buys from out of this zone. So yeah, if it can break past this zone out of this trend line, I'll start looking for buys. If it can reject break past this, I'll start looking for sells. USD CHF. I'm waiting for USD CHF to come back to this support zone here on the 4 hour, as you can see here. So if price come back to this, can come back to the support zone, this will be a great buy. We also have this trend line here, so that will be fantastic. Okay. Then the US dollar yen. I'm not gonna even look at this pair right now because this is just not me, man. It broke out of this wedge on the 4 hour. Excuse me. Broke out of this wedge on the 4 hour. Never really retested anything except here for support here, but nonetheless, I'm not gonna try this at all. Okay, US dollar, Canadian dollar. No, no, no. I'm not gonna even touch that. Okay. Then we have CAD CHF. CAD CHF is in this upwards channel, as you can see here. Let's go on the daily. As you can see, it is in this upwards channel, and once it reached this upward trend line, it melted to the downside. So what we could expect is price just to melt to the downside from here to maybe down here again, and then just complete the movement up and down, up and down, up and down. So if I'll see a nice setup, a sell setup, I'll take it. But yeah, from now I'm bearish on Canadian dollar Swiss. Okay. Now Canadian dollar yen, I am bullish. We have this huge trend line moving up here. It has been respecting support, not the cleanest setup, but I'm waiting for price to come back to this level here, which is a Fibonacci retracement. So, and we have the 50 moving average and a trend line here. So if price can make its way down here, I'll enter it exactly like this with a stop loss a bit tighter, and then yeah, this would be the trade. and it's marked red as well, as you can see. I'm looking for this. CHF JPY, this has been just ranging for a while now, as you can see. So I'm not gonna even look at this pair. No trends to be seen. AUD USD, we broke past this 50 moving average. And we, yeah, as you can see, we had this support here at this level here. As you can see here, it bounced, 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 and bounced. So it came back to that support, broke past the 50 moving average. So while it is marked red, I'll just wait for a for price to come back into the support zone and then then exit at this resistance here. As you can see, price hasn't tested it yet, so I'll be aiming for that. So yeah, this is a trend I'll take, and we have this little trend line we have here. Remember, guys, the steeper your trend line is, the less it is going to work out. So if your trend line is like this, you just see price bouncing, 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 bouncing. Price just might bounce, break the strength line. You might be looking for shorts, and then it could just fly to the upside. Now, fly to the upside. But if your trend line is like this, price might be bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. It will just keep bouncing. If it breaks in a trend line that is not as steep as this, it, like for example, it just might break, retest, and then go to the downside. Because when your trend line is that steep, it might just be retracing to previous supports and to just fly to the upside, making fib retracements or whatever. So yeah, just be careful when you have a steep trend line. Okay, then we have Australian dollar, yen. Um, for now, I'm already waiting for a setup on AUD USD, so I'm not really looking for a setup on AUD JPY. If we take this level here from here, but yeah, like I'll maybe put this on my watch list. Just maybe wait for price to come back to this fib retracement and then exit at this daily level here, or this extension which uh, interacts with the daily level as well. So yeah, if you risk 1% will make 4.64%. So I'll be waiting for this as well. Okay. And then we have IUD, NZD, price. I actually saw this morning. Price broke out of this daily trend line and then retested this support and the trend line here, but it retested here as well. So I don't know, price might come back. It is in this channel, it broke out of this channel, now it's making hasn't really made a higher high yet, but it made a higher low. So we'll see what happens, guys. If price can break past this resistance here, just fly to the upside, come back, and then give me a bullish engulfing, I'll probably enter a buy once at this end. So I'll wait for something like that. The Canadian dollar, no, it's in a wedge, and if it breaks past this, I'll look for sells, and if it breaks past this, comes back, I'll look for buys. But for now, not anything in my interest. AUD Swiss, I actually wanted to enter a buy here last week, but didn't get the chance as I was asleep. Okay, well, as I was asleep. So yeah, I think this is the exact same setup as catch up one, but I was came back here, but now I wanted to come back again as this was just a kind of a liquidity spike or a market gap once the market's opened. So yeah, I'll be waiting for price to come back at this zone before I look for a buy, but I am bullish on the Australian dollar. And then if we go to NZD USD, again in a wedge, exactly the same as AUD Canadian dollar, I think it was. Yeah, NZD USD also in a wedge, so I'll wait for price to break these levels, come back for a buy, and then break this and come back for a sell. And then NZD, yes, this is NZD JPY. As you can see, this is the why I made here. As you can see, guys, I explained this trade. Price made a fib retracement, rejected the trend line, made a bullish engulfing, and then rejected the trend line and support. So made a bullish engulfing, and I entered here once the bullish engulfing was done. So we'll see if price can reject this zone. If it doesn't, that's cool with me. We still have the 50 moving average here coming in the stop loss zone here, and we also have the trend line, and we have extra support here. So I'm not too stressed about this trade. If price can break this, resistance here, I'll move my stops to break even. And then we have NZD CHF, which I'm also waiting for. This is also a buy. Price hasn't really reached this support, so I'll wait for price to reach the support. I look for bullish engulfing. We have the 50 moving average, and then I'll look for a long. Let's go to NZD CAD. Yeah, NZD CAD also in this upwards channel. Not really looking at this. It might come. We might see NZD CAD push to the upside, and then for third touch, then I'll probably. Oh my, it's messed up here. Probably wait for a third touch here, and then I'll start looking for sales. But for now, not anything in my interest. USD 0R. We had this wedge, huge wedge. So I don't know what USD 0R is doing at this moment. It's kind of making a very deep retracement into this wedge here. So yeah, this. I'm not trading this. Then we have gold. Okay, so gold's making some moves. We broke out of this wedge on gold, but now it's going back into the wedge. Okay, but we haven't tested this resistance yet. So on the daily, is making kind of on the daily. So we can see it reaching this resistance maybe in 5 hours, because we still have 10 hours of this candle left, and the other 5 hours it just melts down and makes a huge a weak uh, a weak bar. Yes, a weak bar, something like this, as you can see. So yeah, we'll wait for. As you can see, this is okay like a day. This is a daily double top, guys. Like this is clear. You can see the information. So we'll see what price does at this level. And then, sorry for the trend lines. It's a bit messy. So yeah, I'll wait for price to reject this before and break this trend line before I start looking for sells. Okay. And then we have XIG USD, which is silver. So you're not really trading this at this moment. It's kind of ranging. I'll just wait for price to maybe break past this resistance, then come back for support, and then I'll just try into there. Okay. So then we have US 100. Still making another sign. Okay, now we have US 100. This is. Yeah, it's moving in this. This is Nasdaq, by the way, guys. As you can see here, for those who are still new trading, it's in this upwards channel. So once it made a liquidity spike here and then came back up here, I was expecting it to make a move to the upside, but not that quick. So we'll see once it reaches this top level here, and then I'll start looking for sales. But for now, not really looking at anything. US 30. Still waiting for price to come back to this level, but I don't think it's gonna do that. I just think it's gonna just break clean past. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not trading this right now. Then we have SPX. Okay, 500. Yeah, it's exact same thing as Nasdaq, guys. We're moving in this upward channel. My liquidity spike, so I'm expecting it to just melt to the downside from here, maybe bounce from this little support here on the daily. But for any scalps or trades right now, not anything as to yet. Maybe if we go on to the 15 minute. No, not anything for me here. Okay. Let's go to Bitcoin. Yeah, man, can price just hit my take profit. I am break even on this trade, guys. Once it came back and just lost the pause, this support here. So I am break even on this trade. We have the support here as well. So price just might act there. So we'll see, guys. We'll see. I am break even on this trade, but Bitcoin is in this. It's moving to these huge daily highs here. So we might expect price to just melt here to the downside or just lost past it. Like Bitcoin is very unpredictable at this moment. Like Mr. Elon can just tweet about it and it will just fly to the upside. So thank you, Mr. Elon. Now we have Ethereum. USD. Actually, was looking for a trade here. Yeah, I'm waiting for price to come back to this support. Yeah, and then I'll aim for, just show you guys, because it is trading above the 50 moving average on the 1 hour, but it might just react with this resistance. So I'm not just gonna ignore this. I'll just start looking for buys once it breaks past this or breaks past this levels. Yeah. So yeah, that's it, guys. This is the trades I'm waiting for. Thank you for watching. Uh, free Telegram group links in the bio where we share these signals and these trades that I'm looking for. And we also have a community group where we chat with each other and all that good stuff, guys. So link in the bio. Like the video, subscribe, and yeah, guys. Thank you for watching, and until next time.